Hello, my name is Maree White and I'm the artist. I've been approached to paint this wonderful taonga. I'm not going to talk much about the story at all. I'm going to talk more about my process and the design that I choose, how I came about kind of putting the whole thing together. Firstly, the metallic gold you see through the carving is actually inspired by Tawhaki, spiritual waka. To journey the ascending pathway of Tawhaki, so the intricately carved waka belonging to the descendants of Irakiwa may strive towards the highest peaks of the heavens. I've used this as an inspiration, having heard the story. I wanted this whole painting to be an intricately carved golden spiritual waka, an aspiration, a great lifting up of all of us through our actions and our behaviours. So I based this painting mainly on Aroha, on love. The carvings you'll see at the front and just under the main big section where it joins to the small section, and at the end I chose the spirals of knowledge and light, which is on the local waka here. And also you'll see the patterning of the staircase to heaven. It's like this lifting up of ourselves, this evolving. So all the way through the painting is threads of metallic gold, and this is the spiritual waka. The waka itself, the whole painting, sits on the kōwhaiwhai design, runs the whole length underneath the painting, and almost from a distance almost looks like water. So this whole waka sits on the principles of this design. Within this design we've used different colours. There's the blue to represent the sea, the air. There's our mountains. There's the green to represent Papatūānuku, our rivers. And also a yellow band, top and bottom. That is an energy band of Aroha, pure love, goes from one end of the painting to the other. So this painting sits within those principles. In the middle is the symbol Pitau Kapeirua. It signifies evolution, regrowth, well-being and harmony. The blue crescent at the bottom representing the Eastern Bay of Plenty. The green top part symbolising the partnership between Pacific Health and the community, a binding of cultures and a regrowth of health issues. So the kōwhaiwhai is quite involved, and we wanted this to run through quite a bit of the hospital. You'll see it also in paediatrics. The whole spiritual waka, that is the story, that is the painting, sits on and is supported by the kōwhaiwhai design, our connection, our love, our binding of cultures, our working together. I'd like to talk about the first Treaty of Waitangi. I chose the colours black, red and grey. I chose those colours for their energy, the difficulty, the tōhanga suppression, te reo being taken away, land being taken away. And it wasn't enough for me to think, oh yeah, I know those things happened. I had to say, what if it was my grandparents? What if it was my babies? What if it was my parents? What if we couldn't speak, English or have our Kiwi lifestyle? What if all of that was taken away? How would we be if we were forced to be another culture? And I had to actually meditate on that. I had to imbue that in there, in my heart, and get a heartfelt empathy for that. How could I paint this painting without that? So when I did that first treaty, I thought the truth has to go on the wall so we can meditate on that, so we can think about that. I think for Māori, it's like, this happened. This is why we've become unhealthy in places, with a disconnection. And for Pākehā, it's understanding, it's empathy, so we can work together and genuinely wish for each other's well-being and happiness. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the Korea. She she was really important. She was pivotal in this whole painting. It wasn't good enough for her to be just crying with this grief, with this mourning. She had to imbue a sense of aroha, like this beautiful love reaching out to her people, like calling on to the marae. Bring your suffering, bring your pain. This is a safe place. This is a place you can come. Not only that, I connected her, the Pounamu of heart, connection to Papatūānuku, all of those strands connecting to the kōwhaiwhai design, to place, to culture, to love, to aroha. She is Papatūānuku. She is the safety. She is the thing calling back her people, to empower her people, to love her people and call them back. The man, kahu, coming out of the flames, that is, I was thinking, if you're sick, even it doesn't matter who you are, what's happened to you, if you've been damaged or things like that, it's about finding your power, finding your healing, finding your strength, the wisdom from knowing your journey, the, aroha to give yourself and others. It's that lifting up, for all of us again, this whole lifting up through this aroha, this wisdom of us all, this evolving whaki's waka, this taking us up to our full potential, what we can be. Finally, again, I put the Treaty of Waitangi in, and I chose the colours differently this time. This time it was about, let's see the positive aspects of the treaty. What can we do now? What can we do now? And I had to find an image, a strong, simple image that was going to convey that. The Māori warrior laying down the leaf, which he's been doing a lot of. The Pākehā releasing the white dove. These two things of protection, partnership, the, perseverance, the patience, all of these good qualities, the aroha, the real wish, this aspiration, the real wish for our happiness, to be within our cultures and to be who we are in our full strength and our full capabilities. So I chose those hopeful, beautiful greens and that nice energy colours. Tarawera, like the birth canal, the new birth, let's get on with it, let's make a good job of it. My father had a very serious head injury. So, a good 6 months I spent time every day, all day, in intensive care and in HDU. I saw the principles, the love and the aroha in Dunedin intensive care from the staff, towards the families, towards the patients. Incredible aroha, and it really affected the way I painted this painting. When I thought about that kōwhaiwhai design, that is why I've put the lines of aroha right through, because I cannot stress the importance of the care and the love that was shown to us by the professionals, and the care and love we had to show our loved one, and the commitment and the perseverance. So that really affected how I painted this. I spent many months in the brain injury ward, and that's why I really got a feel for things from the other side, from within a hospital, with being a family member with a serious situation. In some ways it was, maybe I couldn't have painted this painting the same way without that experience.